Okay, this is a brief comparison between the FiiO M15, the M11 Pro, and the M11. These two M11s are going out to Patreons. The M15 is staying with me, but while I got them, I wanted to get right to the point. Sonic-wise, if I were to take one of the three, it would be the M11 Pro. I think it's got a presentation of blackness that the ADI 2 DAC kind of turned me on to. The THX stuff is legit. That's a real... I don't know what it does, but it makes the M11 Pro sound better than the M15. I'm totally bummed about the M15, except for its output power, which is tremendous. It's like a E12 amp, 800 milliwatts into a 32 ohm load is totally legit. I tested it. Put the two left sliders all the way up and the other 8 down, 12 dB gap. And I could thump the JVC SC2000s really good. So it is quite potent. On sound quality, and this is totally, you're going to get so many different opinions by different reviewers. I would take the M11 Pro just on sound quality alone. This doesn't come with a cover. It costs $1,400. Not even a rubber cover. I have no idea what's going on. The battery life on this, I wanted to start off with this because there's a lot of little things that FiiO's getting good at. They used to be totally legit, and then now they're starting to get, like companies get. This is everything on the right is the flagship. This is 9 hours. In balanced output, you're going to get 9 hours from the M15. You're going to get 10 from the M11 Pro. And you're going to get 9 from the M11. M11 Pro, M15. They're advertising 15 hours right here. So 3.5, 13 hours, 3.5. That's not good for the M11 Pro, but I was using balanced all the time. And this is 15 hours. So 3.5, it's headphone. 3.5 single end, it's 15 hours. I don't think so. But on balance, it's 9 hours. That's a massive difference, and that's because of the way it's laid out. But that's if you go Samsung Exynos 7872, performance comparable to modern smartphones. Exynos, this is the same thing. Processor, unrivaled processing power. So of course, I got to take a look. It must be this one because it's unrivaled. No, it's not that one. This one, nope, 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 not that one. It's not this one. It's 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 this one. 2 years ago, maybe. So I went and I thought, what is this? And I'm looking at it. Samsung Exynos, everything you need to know. Okay, this is pretty legit. And then I look at the date, and it's January 18, 2018. Today's the 26th, 2020. It's 2 years ago. In phone tech, phones they jump twice a year at least. Let's say twice a year. So 2 years for phones is 4 years. So this is unrivaled. That's a bunch of garbage. It's 15 hours playback life. Let's check that out. Because put a star next to this, man. Update your stuff. It ain't 15 hours. Monstrous output power. That's true. Monstrous? I don't know. Yeah, I'll go with that. 15 hours battery life, 18 hours. There's no little mark saying in balance mode 9 hours. It just says 15 hours battery life, even though it's giving you 2 balanced output ports. The balanced outputs outnumber the single end 2 to 1, but they're only giving you the ideal measurement, which is the 15-hour battery life. I saw the pre-review by Headphonia, and they said, it's not as good as the SP2000. I thought, oh, here we go again. These guys, always trying to, boost up the expensive stuff. And you guys have seen my channel, the Canon N8, the N6 II, the low 2-paw gold touch, the S1 Current, the gold version. I don't use the expensive ones really anymore. I use the Calyx. That's my... After going through all this stuff, I chose on the Calyx. And I got the DX160 because it's got a PEQ, and I need that as a reviewer sometimes to check stuff out. So It's not 15 hours. It isn't single-ended, but it's actually not 15 hours. I think, I can't say for sure, but it seems like it's drawing down like that would be more like 10 or 11. I think that's going to come back. I think people in the future reviews are not going to be citing 15 hours. And their own deep dig data shows that it's 9. That's 6 hours difference, man. And a lot of you are out there using balanced. So that's not true. The chip in it is 2 years old. It's not that fast. It's kind of janky. What does it sound like, which is what you want to know? Between 3 of these devices, the best sounding one, because it sounds like there's nothing else going on and I'm just in space of blackness with no sound except the music, it would be the M11 Pro. Which means that THX tech is legit. So you can comment in here if you want. Do you have a THX desktop amp or anything like that? Have you used it? I think that tech actually is legit. I think that improves some gear to its maximum potential by cutting out noise or something. I would take the M11 Pro. You guys want the full review? That's going to be coming up when I do the review of the M15, and I might adjust stuff, but as it sits right now, $1,400. It's got the same exact screen as the other ones. Most of the stuff, it's got the same amount of RAM. It's got the same amount of storage inside it as this one does, and this has got double of those. And this has 2 slots. This has 1, and this has 1. They all got 4.4. They all got 2.5. There's nothing special on this. When I do the volume on these two, I can see the steps and numbers. When I do it on this, it's got a very odd. And that button, wait till someone reaches in the pocket and puts it in USB DAC mode while they're listening to something and they're trying to change track or turn something down. That doesn't make any sense. They could have done something else. And also that light on the top, that knob, doesn't indicate bit rate. It's just a light. That's all it is. So. And the treble sounds, this is the second time I probably ever said this on my channel, but the first time was the Opus number 3, and the second time is going to be the flagship from the FiiO, where it sounds like the treble is, I don't know how to put it. That's why I would take the M11 Pro if I listen to these. If these all look the same, I think it's a tell the way that this thing looks. Like this is the premier one. I might grab that because I'm looking at it and getting influenced by its presentation. If they all looked exactly the same, I think I would be able to suss out the M11 Pro. Should you get the M11 Pro? You wait about a month, because the people that got the M11 Pro and they can't control themselves to get this one are going to sell this at a loss. Maybe significant, because they want to use that money to roll it over into the M15. So as a tactical strategy, you might want to go ahead and grab these guys when they're jumping to this. Remember, this is Android 7, all of them. They're using the same processing chip, the Exynos 2-year-old 7872. It's the double DAC. I know the DAC because it's in the M400, and that it sounds spectacular. And this is a double DAC. My favorite is the Calyx 7. That's a single DAC, so I don't think 1 or 2 really makes that much of a difference. I think that's marketing spiel. And I think the 15 hours without an asterisk, because that is literally 6 hours different from what most people who are going to use a flagship are going to be going balanced, because it's usually got lower THD, and it's just supposed to be a better listen, and you got more power, especially through IEMs. It's a lot of little stuff. So got my decoration, got Tupac, got Jimmy, got Pink Floyd, and the album, the LP. Got a couple Japanese Bob Marley LPs. We got Bob Marley, going to put Led Zeppelin over here, a Japanese tour poster, a couple Zeppelin albums, and then maybe something special right up in the middle. Do I rec you buy the M15? I'm going to do a full review. I would rec that you wait and look at, I don't know, people that spend their money that are early adopters are like people that wait in line at Apple stores. They're just junkies. They're total junkies, and they can't control themselves. There's a person I saw on the forum that was saying that this was better than some other flagship. I don't even think it's the best FiiO. Left, right. Who does that, man? Come on. Left, right. Okay, I was going to grab some plastic. I will spare you. QKZ VK4. That's going to be coming up. People have been asking me again and again and again. And please don't think, oh, he's going to bash it. The B-Lons are $35. Come on. Who hyped that more than me? Nobody. If those sound good, I'll jump on the hype train. The M15s I won't jump on. Your specs, the whole thing, the rollout is weird. You send it to 2 websites. You go on vacation. You pinch what I think is the best item in between 2 others. It's very, very, very odd. I don't know. And because of that whole thing, I would advise you to pump the brakes a little bit. Wait till some people get... According to Headphoney, there's issues with interference. Signal from a phone interfering with the sound quality of this, which would be not matching their... they had something... Lots and lots of pictures, lots and lots of big words, and sound doesn't really... Technology Rabble is the best smartphone. 8-layer thick immersive CPP, independent shielding for digital analog circuits, special absorbent material. Well, if it's getting interference from another phone, that doesn't seem to be... Everything seems to be a little bit over the top. It's like when Sony said, you know, the MDR Z7s are up to 100 kilohertz, and then most people are like, well, wait a second, my hearing's to like maybe 16 at best, 17. Who needs 100 kilohertz? What does that even mean? And I'm a Sony fanboy. There's a Sony IER Z1R MA900. EX1000 with mini XLR converter. I'm a huge Sony fanboy, but saying something does 100 kilohertz, come on. Just play good music. So I'd rec pumping the brakes, and I will do a full review, and I'll do a full walkthrough, and I'll look at it, and I'll have time to have gotten over. But I had to listen to these 3 together. I thought towards the end that I thought the M11 Pro, I don't know what this is doing now. M11 Pro is better than the M11, just a little bit, but I don't know. This was coming, so the whole thing. Now that they're here and I got them, I'd say the M11 Pro would probably be the best value for your money. And if you time it correctly, the people that want to get this one are going to sell this one. Boom. You know what I mean? Buy low, sell high. You buy low on the M15 is about to come up as soon as they come back from the Chinese vacation, so I'd rec going with that. And if you're a junkie, go ahead and get this, but I don't think the sound... I don't even think it sounds as good as the M11 Pro. Left channel, right channel. That's a dope. Look at him. Young as hell on the left, and he's look. That was later in life right there, Rasta Revolution. Got like the whole career going on. And that's just got to be one of Jimmy's best photos ever. That's just so goddamn epic. Bang, 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 bang. I wish I could keep you, actually. I had this crazy idea of switching this with this, but I ain't going to do that because I got to give this its proper time. So, I'm out.